Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mortuary. I am the mortician, and today I actually have a mortuary double feature. Today we'll be going over my recent movies and my recent game pickups. So let's start out with I think we'll start out with movies. First movie we have here is I literally just picked this up, so I can't really tell you too much about it because I haven't watched it yet. John Wick. Um, yeah, I wanted to pick this up for a while because it seemed like everyone was like just gushing over this movie. Um, and it was just too much to bear, so I didn't buy it right off the bat. So I went to Target a couple days ago and I saw that they had a Blu-ray and DVD and digital HD version for $10. I was like, okay. So I gave the digital copy to my friend and I kept the rest. So yeah, it was a pretty good deal, especially because I still have possibly even a DVD or a Blu-ray to give to someone else. So really, really awesome. Glad I picked this up. Can't speak about the movie itself though. This next movie I can't actually speak for because I have seen it. And that is Fists of Bruce Lee. We don't know what Fists of Bruce Lee is. It's Bruce exploitation film is what they call it. Basically, if you don't know, Bruce Lee died I think in 1973, and that sucks. That's terrible because he was really awesome. So the Bruce exploitation films are all films made after he died, and you're probably like, how the fuck could you make a movie about a guy after he's dead? Well, they use stock footage. So basically, I don't know. I guess he had some people record him. I don't know. I don't know. I guess fighting other people or whatever. So they just used that and made this film. Um, this film is such a meme. Like it's one of those films that are just so terrible. It's so much fun to watch. That's the best way I could describe this, actually. I gotta fix this. This is fucking too high. It's fucking up everything. There we go. There we go. Um, but it's like the camera angles are terrible. The camera itself is trash. This was made in 1978, and it looks like it was made in like the 1800s or whatever. It was just such a bad camera. The martial arts are a joke. Like most of it is like people fighting arms and legs that just get into the shot. It's just, oh dude, it's such a bad movie. But I picked it up for like 99 cents, so I have no reason to complain. But it was a fun ride, I guess, despite being complete shit. And the story doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like there are so many they tried to have some twists in the movie, but none of them make sense. So like definitely, I mean, I don't want to recommend it because it's really bad, but you gotta at least see it somehow. Next, I don't remember if I talked about this movie, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. That's Troll 2. I picked this up at a Dollar Tree. Because we were in Pawtucket, and there's a Dollar Tree on Newport Ave. So we walked into that Dollar Tree while we were over there. There's this huge bin of DVDs. I saw Troll 2. I was like, for $1, I might as well. There are also two other, well, not two other DVDs, but two other movies I got on one DVD. The Bruce Lee film collection. It had like The Big Boss and Fists of Fury, which those are pretty good. That was a pretty good find actually, because they were actually pretty good movies. Yeah, Troll 2. It's shit. Next is once again one of those movies that I heard a lot about but haven't really got the chance to watch. Not necessarily because of the noise, but just because when I was younger, these movies were just coming out. That is the Lord of the Rings movies. Yeah, I found a Lord of the Rings 3-film collection for like $10, and I was like, well, I've never really seen them, and I've been wanting to watch them for a while because when I was growing up, even if I didn't watch them, they were still pretty popular. Like I had like a Lord of the Rings toy crossbow, Nerf crossbow. You know, I was playing the Two Towers on the PlayStation 2, Return of the King on the PlayStation 2 and whatnot. So I definitely was playing Lord of the Rings-esque stuff and playing with Lord of the Rings-esque stuff, but I'd never seen the movies. Now I actually have the chance to. Yeah, so this is really awesome find. Once again, I haven't watched these quite yet. There's a lot of stuff on my watch list right now, so like there's a lot of things I haven't got the chance to watch yet. So yeah, I'm really glad to have this. It'll probably be a good way to get into. Next, we're gonna get into games. First game I have here is Armored Core 4. Yeah, there's a sticker over it. I hate GameStop stickers, but yeah, I wanted to pick up Armored Core 4. Mainly because I have 3, I have 5, and I have 5 Verdict Day. So I was like, okay, I'll pick up 4 just like to fill in the gaps. I haven't played much of it. I only played the tutorial because I just needed to see if it worked. But from what I understand and what people are saying about this or have said about this is like the customization isn't as great as the other ones, which is a shame because like Armored Core is like known for that. Like the fact that you can have like there's just so many ways to build mechs in these games. It's awesome. Like you can have a mech with like tank like legs with tank legs and like, you know, completely light armor and stuff up here and whatnot. You can have incredibly heavy mechs with like different arms and just mix and match everything. Like you could customize the arms, the legs, the chest, you know, everything. Everything is customizable. I love that about the Armored Core series. So I'm hoping it's at least somewhat doable because I really, that's the reason I love the Armored Core series, not just because mechs, but because of the customization. So I'm hoping this one doesn't let me down too much. So, yep, no case. See, I wish GameStop would stop taking games if they don't fucking have cases. This drives me insane. First game we have here, I'll have to actually show you the disc, is Vampire Rain. If you don't know what Vampire Rain is, like Chinese knockoff Metal Gear Solid or with vampires. I bought it because it seemed like it could be some bad fun. Like I'm hoping it'll be like Deadly Premonition, where like that game's like bad good, like really bad good. That's kind of what I was hoping for this game. I haven't played much of it because once again I have a lot of shit on my playlist. But it seems like something I would at least somewhat enjoy. Next, another one of these fucking cases. We have Prototype. See, I've always wanted to get into the Prototype games, but the thing is that it was a little bit too expensive for me. I didn't want to pay $10 for a game I didn't know if I was gonna fully enjoy because I have a lot of like. I would say like a lot of these open world superhero-esque games I don't really enjoy, like Infamous. I have Infamous 1 and 2, and I think a couple others. And I never really enjoyed them that much. I didn't really enjoy them. And even Crackdown, like as an adult, I don't really enjoy it as much as I did when I was younger. But this game's a little bit different. I actually really enjoy this one. Once again, I got it for a good price. It was like all the 360 games I'm going to show you, I got like all 4 of them for $10. Not each, like all together for $10, which is why I, you know, gritted my teeth and just went in there and bought some stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. Not really much to say about it. And of course, Prototype 2, which is the same thing as Prototype 1, but it actually has a case. I don't have anything to add. Basically, it's a game running around killing soldiers and civilians. Like that's pretty much the premise of the game, I guess you could say. Well, like that's like part of the fun of the game. You can like take over people's bodies, and like you have all these special powers. Like you can turn your arms into like different kinds of weapons, like blades and hammers and stuff. It's kind of similar to Dark Sector, if you remember how the main character gets the glaive and how he can form his hand into the glaive. It's kind of like that, but more varied, is how I can say it. Next game is Wet. You don't know what Wet is? It's a third-person shooter. It's a third-person shooter mixed with like Tony Hawk, and the reason I say that is because there's like so many different kinds of tricks and like ways to get points because there's a point system. So like you can slide, you can jump, like use zip lines and kill people, several people at a time. It's like the best parts of Max Payne mixed with like the point system of Tony Hawk. It's really, really cool, actually. I really enjoy it. It's got this like 70s TV vibe to it, which really adds to the awesomeness of it, in my opinion. And it does it well. There were some people who says it gets repetitive. I'd imagine it does. I can't think of like any fucking third-person shooters or first-person shooters that I've played that just don't eventually get repetitive. So, all right, that's all I have for today. So tell me what you guys have picked up recently. What are you guys playing? Playing anything good? Mortician, thank you for watching. Mortician, out.